Hello, everybody out there. I am Sven. I am the Dungeon Master today. With us, we have a couple players right now. We have a couple more coming in a little bit later. So let's go ahead and check in. All right, and Mr. Nick, say hello to everybody out in Streamland.
Hello. Hello.
And Logan, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah,
And Logan, are you there?
Hello.
yeah.
All right, and so to those out in Streamland, I do have a couple new things. So if you're watching live, um, you can do quote, you can do follow age, all together one word. You can do pun if you hear a pun or a dad joke. So new stuff. Check it out. If you're not watching live, join us. It's Tuesdays, 6:30ish, UTC -8, that's Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Time, I mean. And come join us in the hilarity. Or you're always welcome to check us out on YouTube. There's my stuff. All of our past episodes and stuff are here as well. So you can check out my schedule as well to see what other times I'm playing. So without further ado, let's get rolling. All right, so last week you guys had made it about 20 feet into the keep. Logan, what was something that corrected last week?
I remember shooting blindly into the darkness a while.
That's correct. As is new, you guys had the spine devils and these weird looking. I'm pulling out the pictures. Brass maxed baby things called Marigons.
Kind of like metal baby face soldier things.
Correct. Very well built, buff, baby faced mass soldiers. And spine devils. You guys were fighting those as you made your way into the larger room, into the courtyard, which we determined was open to the air, open aired. There's no ceiling. Pulling up the message of the day to pull up these pictures for everybody. There we go. But then as you got into the courtyard, a new person showed up with a spell book conveniently placed and started wreaking havoc, teleporting, cast darkness, messing people up. Tusk, Nick, what was something that Tusk did that was of interest? Oh, I'm sitting here talking without using my push to talk. So as this
I was wondering why it was so silent.
as this weird creature came in, casting spells and teleporting and doing all this other stuff, that was what led to Crack shooting through the darkness with his Eldritch Blast. Callus was doing the same thing with his arrows. Genesis and Kithri were in the darkness as they trying to use their earplugs of the boulet. So they killed a bullet or boulet a long time ago, one of those burrowing creatures.
Land shark.
Yep. And they made a couple different things from it. They crafted some items from the corpses. One of them is the boots of leaping that Tusk uses, and then there's
Yep.
also the earplugs of the belay, which gives them tremor sense up to 40 feet. And those things have come in amazingly handy. The boots, not so much compared to the amount of times people have used the earplugs.
True.
Although,
Which I had some, and then I gave them to someone else who was no longer with us. So I no longer have some.
but speaking of boots, what was something that happened last week of interest with Tusk?
Well, Tusk did, kill and fight a lot of things, but that's just normal for him. What would probably be more interesting is that he cannonballed into the darkness to well, not necessarily the effect he wanted, but he did hit the thing. And then almost fell in Kithri after he had like cannonballed into the
That's
darkness
okay.
after
Kithra can
the
coach.
into the where the big creature had gone with his allies, and it's like, well, might as well. And yeah, Boots leaping to get that good cannonball into the darkness.
And we have Ashley with us as well. What was something that Kithri did that was that you remember happening last week?
Well, she did get 2 good hits in because I was like last in the initiative and then I was first in the initiative. Just trolling this demon thingy. She also dodged out of the way. She did not catch Tusk in the trust fall. She just kind of noped out of there.
All right, and so when last we left, the demon thingy had teleported out of the darkness that it had created, and nobody knows where it is, if it's still around, if it's gone, if it's drinking tea and smoking a pipe somewhere. Nobody knows. We are at the top of the round. So, Kithri, you feel again through your earplugs and from your slightly sore nose from Genesis, who keeps smacking you in the face, trying to touch you, that Genesis is next to you. You can also feel Tusk, Krek, and Calist to the north. What would you like to do?
Ooh. Well, there's not much I can do. I went and stood next to Genesis, so I could. It's a little bit more of a defensive position for me, but if I don't feel anything else, I'll probably just wait here. I guess I'll ready an action if anything comes into range of my ice pick.
All right, and Tusk, what would you like to do?
After not finding it down the previous hallway to my right currently, because I remember at the end I ran that way and didn't see it. I'm going to continue my run and try and find it over here, and see if I can find it over here as I run this way.
So right now,
Angrily
folks,
still,
it is
at
invisible.
least for now. I'll be ending shortly if I don't find anything. Boop. Can I tell if these doors are open or not? Well, it looks like one's closed and one's open.
Correct. Do you remember during the fight that one of the spine devils and at least one of the Maragons, if not a couple of them, came out of the door from the west? There are other arrow slits looking out over what you presume is the lava, although you can't tell from where you are now. And there are stairs that go up just in front of you.
I will use my action to dash. Sorry, I'm just real quick checking something. Nope, I did use those stuff. Pretty sure I used that last few sessions. So I'm gonna dash to the end of the stairs and look into these rooms a little bit better. Not seeing anything. Tusk being Tusk is going to go the more obvious route and run up the stairs. He'll call back as he kind of runs upstairs. Don't see him yet. Going upstairs. Basically just to let people know that he is running upstairs and angrily shouting that he doesn't see him yet. So that was 15. So I can get it would be just up the stairs plus 5 for my action.
All right, and good thing I went ahead and fixed this earlier today.
I don't know if there's another map for that, or I mean, there's probably is, knowing you. I always have the multi-layered maps prepared. Yep, as I thought.
Sorry, I didn't mean to share that to everybody. You can hold onto it or minimize it if you want to, or just close it and I'll share it again if you move to that map.
All right, that will be my turn, and I actually come out of a rage because, if I remember correctly, I had not gotten hit since my last turn, nor have I hit anything. So I will take that off. And pass my turn.
Okay, I have no idea. So
Come on,
I
stream.
think Kithri and, well, Genesis would be, but she's not here. Are still in the darkness, right?
You do not see them. That's correct.
Okay.
It has
And I
gone
don't see where
quiet
Tusk went,
within the.
so
It has gone quiet within the. There was sounds of fighting and half-orcs landing and things, but no, it's quiet in the darkness.
I'm gonna yell out something that might be not very smart, but I'm gonna say, "Hey, is everyone okay?"
Am I allowed to respond?
Yes, you can respond. Come on.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. I still don't know what to do.
I don't know why it's not working. Let me get rid of this one. I'm just gonna put you. All right, stream. Sorry about the
I
weirdness.
guess I'll look around a bit.
I'm gonna completely remove this guy. Put this on this one.
I'll say, "Hey, I'm gonna check out where those spined devils were."
It does mess things up. Okay, so we gotta put Genesis back as friendly. And stream, I'll catch up with you guys in just a moment here. I've got to put a couple people back as friendly. All right, so you also see a set of stairs going up.
Oh. I'll stick around for now.
There we go. Now we can see.
I won't go upstairs yet.
All right, so for those of you at home keeping track, we have Krek. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Krek up here in this room.
I don't know how I keep forgetting to open the combat tracker.
We have a period of darkness in which Genesis and Kithri are in right now, with Genesis spiritual weapon. And then we have Tusk ran down or up these stairs up to the top floor. Meanwhile, this guy was hiding. He is now going to move now that people are out of his way and not looking for him. He's going to stealth. All right, so stuff is going on. Give me just a moment. He's going to stealth. Now that I minimize this map. Through this door, close it. Let us give him a stealth check. All right, and Kithri, go ahead and give me a perception check. I'm not going to push it. We've got a lot of other things going on, so if you just give me a perception check in the tower, please.
Me?
Yes. Dex check. 17. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does not hear him, and he will actually. He would not have done that because he would quietly go up the stairs. We'll delete the token from here and put him on this one. All right, so it is back to you, Tusk. I'm
All right.
keeping you in initiative for now. So just go ahead and decide what you want to do.
All right. Tusk is going to. Oop, I am not locked on my token.
Correct.
All right. So then I will keep moving. That was 15, 25, 35,
All right,
40.
let's try it one more time there. Stream, we're going to see if we can't get this to...
Guess he'll go this. Use his action to dash and go this way. The door. Or try to.
delete it from here first, and then drag him over to here.
Am I able to open the door?
Once
Not look
again,
like
it's
I have
not
to click on
working.
it.
What the hell?
So, is the door locked as I go to try and open it?
All right, give me just a moment.
Okay.
What is your passive survival?
It would be +6, so 16.
Delete, delete. I'm having trouble trying to get the map to show on the stream. All right, so you see that there are tracks leading couple different directions, both east and west. But beyond the tracks, it looks like it's pretty much unused up here. There are some cobwebs in some of the arch, the arrow slits, and there's dust on the floor.
All right. So the creature I'm looking for is pretty big. So where do the biggest set of tracks meet?
Okay, if we're gonna actually study the tracks, then go ahead and give me. That's gonna take your action and give me a survival check.
Okay, then I will do that. So I would be there as I do that.
Why isn't it working?
Survival, you said, or
Yes,
investigation?
please. Survival in the tower.
Yep.
Why isn't it working? Here, let me go to my character sheet. So these guys are dead. We'll get rid of him. Double click on that. Haha. All right, well, it's still not working completely, but at least we have some idea of what's going on for the
All right.
stream. All right, and as far as you are concerned, you do not see any larger footprints on here. It looks like there are with what you rolled, it looks like something has been dragged, like a cloak or something was dragged along the ground in a couple different spots, but anywhere that's not like that, you see it looks like probably the spine devil's steps, maybe, but you don't see any of the larger prints.
And that will be my turn because that was my movement in action.
All right, Craig.
Okay. I really don't know what to do. And like, I have no idea where Tusk is. Because I only heard Kithri yell back to me.
Well, you heard and saw him run past you and yell back that he's going
Oh.
upstairs,
I
and I didn't see him yet.
I guess I'm just spacing out. Okay.
That's just weird.
Well then, I
What's
guess
going on?
I'll follow him upstairs.
It was up the stairs. You saw him run up towards or run towards.
Which
Was the
stairs?
stairs like south of the blackness?
Oh, I didn't even realize there were stairs there.
Well, you saw him run that way, and said he would be running upstairs to check it out. He's fairly loud, and he did like run past you, so you would have noticed,
I'm gonna do this.
or Crack would have noticed.
Okay, I don't see how you would have run past me because I thought you ended the combat in the darkness and it's to the south and I was to the north.
No, well, at the end of last session, I had run out of it, run to the hall to like the
Okay,
right
yeah.
of the map, ran back, and then ran around the darkness at the start of the session.
Okay, well, I will go up these stairs, I guess, and I'll yell back, "Hey, I'm going upstairs."
All right, guess we're all going upstairs.
I mean, I thought we were investigating the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even
But
gotten
we're
to the
still
field
kind of
tower yet.
under attack.
All right, so Stream, he's going up the stairs that are
Well,
So it's
here.
maybe the guy
better if we
upstairs.
stuck together. It just
Let me go
Genesis.
ahead and grab Genesis real quick.
Well, I mean, I think if we all go upstairs, we'll be in the same spot, right? I'll use my action to dash.
All right, give me a moment. All right, let's see. There she is. Can she move? There we go. All right, so Krek has run up these stairs. Okay, which will then put him up here. All right, so are you able to move your token around a little bit, Logan, and see if you can see?
Yeah, I can see.
Awesome. Good. Seems like I'm the only one that's having these issues, so that's good. Um,
So I still have 15 feet of movement, right?
you would have 10, yes. Stop. Okay.
My token isn't
There we
locked.
go. Is there? Correct. On this map, it's not, so I'm trusting that you'll do what you're supposed to do. All right, so let me check one other thing. Where is... Yeah, so up here is nothing. Okay. All right, so Krek, what is your survival skill?
Me? Sorry?
Yes, what is your survival?
It's +1.
All right, so it's dusty up here in this room. Let me show everybody on the stream. Yeah, I've got so much going on here. Here we go. So let me bring you over to where he is. It's dusty. There is some footsteps leading out to the north. There we go. All right, so you went up the stairs. This room is empty besides the dust. Go ahead and click next when you're done. Alright, so this thing sees Tusk there, and he's just going to wait quietly and observe. Alright, Kithri, what would you like to do?
Well, I should probably follow them
Right here is
because my greatest strength is when I
Kithri.
am not alone. Okay. So I could feel which direction Tusk went, even though I couldn't like actually see him, right?
Correct, he went to the south.
Cool. Because I couldn't see where he went. And up these stairs. Oh boy.
Yes, he went up those stairs.
That's 35, right? And then I can use my bonus action to dash.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
I
45,
can't see the
50.
anything on the upper level.
So you were in the last square of the darkness. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
I
So
tried to
right
move.
where you are now is 45.
Okay.
And that's where I'll put you on the map. All right, so as he sees her coming up, he's going to squeeze up here.
Okay, so I'm at 45, you said?
Correct.
So close, yet so far. And I will ready my action to use my ice pick again if anything comes within my range.
I keep forgetting that this is here.
You kind of see as you approach Tusk that he's like just kind of standing up after studying the ground, before looking back and noticing you there.
Hmm.
All right, so again, the walls are thick. This is a very old keep. There are not any kind of decorations or tapestries, heraldry, any of that stuff. None of that has been apparent anywhere that you've traveled so far.
Right?
And are you finished, Kithri?
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Oh
All
boy.
right, so it's back to you again.
Okay. Doors.
All right, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay.
Can I see if this door is trapped? They said Tusk was on the ground. Oh my goodness.
So it's
Oh,
the top of the round. I'm going to go ahead and take you out of combat.
Okay.
all right. Yeah, no. Flavor-wise, it looks like he had just finished studying the ground and was like standing back up after studying the ground. So like he was more closely examining the ground, like he would do if he was like looking for tracks or looking for possible clues or anything.
So Kithri screwed it up.
So go ahead and give me a investigation check in a tower.
As you kind of study the door. Tusk will be like,
Move your feet, please.
where, you know where the others were headed? Are they following, going a different direction?
Hey, Dan Dazzle.
I was just gonna ask, could I move since you unlock the tokens, or should I wait?
So, Crack went up to the north, right?
Yeah, if you would wait a moment.
Oh.
So this door, like the other doors you've seen here, again is old. Um, they're wooden with iron bands holding them in place. The hinges are there. Some of them are somewhat rusty, but it's also very dry because it's so hot. So you see that it's slightly warped, and you're fairly certain you would risk Tusk's life that it's not trapped.
Mm.
All right, and Krek.
Guess I'll start moving to the south. I forgot how to open doors. Oh, you just click on it. No, you moving the stream eyes across the screen scared the crap out of me.
And so as you open the door, the trap goes off. No, just kidding.
Oh no.
So this room appears empty. You see some cobwebs in the archer slits. All right, Kithri, you feel movement. Give me, I'm going to push you a couple rolls.
Okay.
Very good. All right, so you realize Krek is in the room to your west, beyond the other door. And he's slowly
Am
approaching
I
the
allowed
door.
to?
Tusk, what would you like to do?
With Kithri kind of confirming that, well, first off, actually. So, is the door okay, Kithri?
It's not trapped.
All right, then I'm going to go through it. And he'll kind of step past Kithri and open the door. And step in. Let's kind of look around, see if he can see anything. Or see what he sees.
All right, Kithri, what are you doing?
I'll probably go with Tusk. So these are arrow slits to the outside, correct?
Yes,
Just
you can
making sure
see.
I know what these triangles are.
You see outside. You see some of them have cobwebs in them. Wind blows through them. All right, Krek.
I'll go through this door.
All right, so you see a set of stairs going down, and a door across from you.
Oh
Wait.
boy, there's so many doors. Oh,
Actually, I just realized what you did.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter, I guess.
All right, and as you open the door, the trap goes off. All right, so you open the door, and there you see Kithri and Tusk.
oh.
Kind of like
This-
turns around real quick, like with like raising his axe, so like, oh, it's just you.
So this room is. Let's see. So this is another large empty room. You see very clearly, both you, Kithri, and Tusk, you see the tracks go straight along, straight ahead of you where you are. Nothing goes to the north. And there's a door way off to the east.
All right.
What's the time of day? It is 2 o'clock. Yeah, so it's mid-afternoon. So um, there's light coming through. There's not sun's rays shining through the windows, but it's enough to where you can see. It's dim light throughout the rest of the room.
Okay. With
So
Correct now
some of
joining
these
us,
guys are
Tusk
really
will
hurt, and they're not resting or doing anything. So
start
it'll be interesting to see how it turns out.
moving towards the center of the room. Just kind of looking, seeing, making sure that door is closed for now, which it is. Kind of waiting for friends to follow. He's holding his action or being at the ready to attack if the monster shows his face. Mhm.
All right, Kithri.
Well, do I? I should really change my push to talk button. Do I see any traps in this room?
You do not.
Okay. All right.
And if they
Well,
weren't
I
level
will go
9
with Tusk.
and all reasonably seasoned role players,
I'm assuming there's a reason he's walking up here. Maybe to like leave the tracks undisturbed. I don't know.
okay, then I would say something, but hey, they should know better. So we are continuing on. All right, and correct. So let's go up to the very top.
Yeah, I'll follow.
What am I looking at here? What am I looking at?
All
Here.
right. Tusk, seeing his friends follow, is going to kind of turn to he's like, "Can you check that door?" And points to the door to the north of us. I'm
Where's
gonna
the GM map?
check the open pathway here, real on the other side of the room, real quick.
There it
And
is.
he's gonna make his way to the other side of the room.
Okay, this
To
is over here, and this is here, and that's here.
check
Gotcha.
to see exactly what's over here.
So this is up here. Do I have a mask on in this one? Is that why it's being so weird?
And so that's what he's doing at the moment.
All right. And Kithri? Where's the other towers?
is
There's a door
Okay.
here.
okay. I guess that works too.
I was just thinking that Kid 3 is kind of the door expert, so I may as well just, instead of just like passively following you, actually like try to do something.
True. Is kind of why Tusk asked you to check the door, like that was north of us. But that was before I realized there was a door here too.
So go ahead and give
Said
me an
there was
investigation
nothing
check.
going to the north. Don't want to waste my time.
Okay.
In the tower, I'm guessing.
Yes, please.
Maps in the way.
All right, let's see. This is called Burning Towers. Aha. There we go. All right, you do not see anything on this door either. It's actually slightly ajar. It was not shut all the way.
So she tells Tuss that. Goodness, this door is still open a little bit. I think it's best that we stick together if we are chasing after someone.
Well, we're all decently fast, and finding the thing is helpful. But this might be a good lead if the door's open, unless they left it open earlier. Let's go see it. Craig, are you coming?
Yeah.
All right, and Krek, besides moving, are you doing anything else?
No. I forgot to count how many spaces I moved.
All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So there again, you don't see anything at the door. It should be unlocked.
Tusk will move past Kid 3 and be like, if it is there, probably best if I go first.
There we go. That's why.
Not there, I think.
All right.
Looking
So as you
in.
come in this room, you see it's very similar to the other rooms you've been in. Dusty. There are tracks that go pretty much right along the edge of the steps and up the steps. The rest of the room is pretty much well ignored. And again, there are
So the steps are going up.
yes.
All right. Tusk will relay that. There's some stairs in here, and looks like some tracks going up them.
Where is my NPCs? NPCs.
And wait for his friends to kind of start joining him before he moves up the stairs as he waits at the base of them.
He's a 4. Okay, good. Nice. All right. So K3.
All right.
And Krek. So just let me know if you guys are going to be doing anything different. Anything odd.
Kind of. No, not particularly.
I'm going to go to the grid. Turn down the grid.
All right. Tusk with his friends joining him will start going up the stairs.
What? I didn't mean to cancel it. I meant, okay. There we go. Play. All right, so correct, you following? And Kithra, you following?
Yeah.
The moment when you like are wondering if you actually like have missed something because you like keep going forward and forward and forward and never like backtrack. But you know, Tusk wouldn't backtrack when he thinks he sees something going forward. But no,
Fine. We've got time. Calm down.
nah, it's more of one of those. It's like, huh, wonder if we just like passed him. And he's just like standing off in a side room, like watching
And
us
that
go
is exactly
by.
what's happening. All right, where
Nah,
is the spine
it'll be
scout?
interesting. Sure, we're on the right path. If not, we'll find the right path later.
Boom.
Side quests.
What? Oh, try this again. Boom. All right, so it's going to take me about 2 minutes to finish this up. Come on, people.
So no. Earlier, just
Reveal. There we go.
speaking of those boots that I got, I can jump really, really far with them. Which actually, since I realize that we're always calculating this whenever actually it comes up, and I do need it, I decided I'm actually just going to make a note of the calculations for how far and how high I can jump with this, and it's real far. Actually, if I for the full distance, I can jump with a running long jump. It is 54 feet. So, no, for how the rules are, it's like that means if I want to jump that full distance, I have to be dashing. Because you have to be within your movement to jump. But still, 54 feet with running long jump. It's kind of insane.
It is 16, okay?
Yeah, me just talking.
All right, so as you come up on the edge of the steps, you're walking up the steps and your bronze tusk handle scrapes against the wall a little bit, and you don't really think much about it as you're going up. When you
Kithry's
reach the
glaring at
top, some spines come flying at you. Everybody give me initiative.
All right.
Am I the only one who can't see the map?
Nope,
I
he
can't.
hasn't given to us either. I'm sure he'll give it to us in a minute. Hey, 19s. So, hey, look, there it is.
This is how all the maps were, by the way, before I tweaked them to varying degrees. They're just black and white with no
All right.
line of sight or anything. So, all right, and what you see it is a spine devil. It looks enough like the other one that you saw, but it's has some differences. So maybe a different variant. All right, so I really need a secretary or moderator or something to trying to keep this you guys are moving so fast, trying to keep all the maps and everything on the stream going and everything, and keep you guys where you're supposed to be. So it is. So as the Sphinx sees you guys coming up the stairs, all of a sudden there is this roiling green cloud that starts forming and surrounds you and comes down the stairs. And it smells like a comp of, if you take some hard-boiled eggs and some roast beef and a little bit of bacon grease and put it in a little bucket and let it sit out in the sun for a couple days. That's what it smells like.
So really, really disgusting.
20-foot radius sphere of yellow nauseating gas. So to make things simple, it's going to be everything below. Here, I'll just do a square. All right. So let me click you guys. Oof.
Oof, that one. For
Only hit
Craig.
me.
Got it out of the way at least.
Mhm.
All right, so Kithri, you would know.
Okay.
You spend your correct. You spend your action retching and reeling. Both of them saved.
I don't
Sven, it
know.
looks like you applied the concentration effect to us.
Oh, really? It went on all three of you. Awesome. Good times. All right, so I'll delete it as I get to you.
All right.
All right, so Tusk, you made your save. What would you like to do?
Tusk is going to do the classic Tusk thing and rush towards the enemy.
You are in open air, by the way, so you're at the top of this tower.
Okay. Good to
As you
know.
get to the top, as you get to the edge here, I forget exactly what they're called, battlements, but there's an actual name for them, are about 4.5 feet high. So you can see you see off to the west, there is another tower that juts up and that goes up 30 feet. You see on it a ballista.
Mhm.
And
Huh. Mm.
all right, so go ahead.
All right, I am going to make my attacks on this thing while it's still right here,
PCs, please. There we go.
and do my usual reckless Great Weapon Master, but I will not rage just yet. On this guy, crit,
Wreck
nice.
'em.
Yeah, going to apply that.
I'm actually going to go ahead and expose this.
As a part of my crit, he has to make a con save from my impairing critical feature, which he failed. So he has a bleeding, speed of 0, and no reactions. So on his next turn, he'll take a d12 of slashing damage, and then that effect goes away after his turn.
Does it say what kind
And
of effect that is? Is it a magical effect or
it
any particular
did
type
not.
of effect?
It's just a added negative condition. Um,
Okay.
does not say magical. It just says a negative condition effect. Kind
Right,
of
so
basically, I
stream.
just hit him so hard that he's temporarily unable to move and make reactions and is bleeding a little bit.
There's the other.
Um, and also because I crit, I can make an attack as a bonus action. Though this is my second attack. Hit. I may or may not just be
There we go.
making short work of this thing. Oh, looks like concentration went away. That's nice. And then, okay, so since I did not use my bonus action to rage, I have that free. And since I crit, I can make an attack with it from Great Weapon Master. But that did miss. So just watch as coming out of the cloud, Tusk kind of raising his axe over his shoulder, comes in and just makes a
1, 2,
really heavy
3.
slice down like through his side, kind of hitting into whatever equivalent of a hip bone it has for pulling it out, and doing like another slice
4.
across the
Okay.
chest before with his try to follow it up with a third strike is unfortunately deflected by its
5.
weapon into the battlement as it's kind of standing there clutching its side briefly from the rapid onslaught after it probably expecting not to be full out attacked after it did its cloud thing. But that's its go.
2,
As Tusk stands there, just
I have to make
feeding on this
another
guy.
con save.
3. Okay. All right. So yes, correct. You get another con save.
A 2. I'm doing really good.
Twice as good as you did last time. You do see that it's similar to like a air freshener. So you do see that it's starting to settle a little bit. It's no longer as noxious and thick as it was. Okay, 3.
Okay. And you said I have to make a save?
So yours and Tusk's count for right now.
Okay.
So yeah, you're good. It's stinky and nasty, but no, you had to go all the way out first. Quick.
I don't know what's going on. Can you reset that for me? Oh wow, I have just enough movement. That makes me happy.
That's awesome.
I think
All right, and so as you
sneak
run
attack.
up, hits.
Just steal kill real quick.
Yep. Mhm.
Did my options change again?
Stab him. Alright,
I think I only
so we've got that done.
took one of them.
Shall we go back down and investigate that door to the north?
Yep, I did change.
Yeah, I'm just imagining
90%.
now as like this thing casts this noxious sort of you know, sort of obscuring stinking cloud, and then just has this giant half orc comes in, wrecks him, and it's like while he's like staring at this out of nowhere, this like little creature just come or little halfling sneaks up and just like stabs its rapier up through its skull, like killing it, and just nonchalant. I was like, okay, shall we move on? After just this thing just like gets wrecked.
All right, and so as K3, you run up and you slam your rapier into this thing. The ice forms around where you stab into it, pull it out. It doesn't even bleed as it gasps and slowly starts dissipating. A
Nice and
huge
clean.
bolt comes flying past Tusk over the battlements as a ballista bolt goes flying past you.
Oof.
How high are the walls
Ballista.
around this?
4.5 feet.
Duck
Yeah.
Tusk.
Quick question. Me just as I look over to the other battlement where the ballista is, do I see the person who fired it?
Yep, you should be able to see him. If you move your zoom out on your map and look to
See
the
now?
west, you will see another tower, and that is
Uh,
where it's another one of these scouts. This one is manning a ballista. And
okay.
you see him sort of as he's turning the crank, and as this huge wire is being pulled back.
Bummer.
All right, it's back to you, Tusk.
Tusk sizing up the distance. Thanks. I wonder. I might be able to do it, but I'm not sure. I really want to get that guy. They won't be. Yes, let's go and get that guy. And Tusk will like quickly make his way to the stairs to try and quickly make his way over to wherever that tower is. So he'll kind of push past Krek down his way down the stairs to try and make his way towards that tower. Dang. All right. Dang.
All right, so you are in a hurry. You're running, not quite raging, but you're angry. As you're running down the steps, you see Craig sort of standing there, just slowly starting to stand up straight, stretch a little bit as he's trying to, swish some water from his water skin. And as you come running down the stairs, he quickly moves to the side, and you slip in this bile and chicken bones and half-digested food that Craig had for lunch and breakfast. That's on the steps. Don't take any damage, but you go prone. It's more embarrassing than anything else.
Jeez.
Well, I guess I'll take my action to stand up and move a little more as in direction I think the other tower is.
Why do I always
But
roll not good on initiative?
yeah, yes, that will be my go.
Okay.
All right,
If
get
he's
me.
going to.
So I don't know why they have arrow slits up here. I don't think they thought that through. But since they exist, you can see out of these different arrow slits along the way
Yeah,
if
but
you wanted to go over and look at one.
but I don't have a very long-ranged weapon anyway, and
Mhm.
she'd rather stick with Tusk and make sure he doesn't get tricked into yeeting himself off of a tower. So
Ground,
I was going Parpret. That's the word I was thinking of.
upper level. There we go.
Parapet.
I think that's what they're called. In my head, I see the word. Do I know how to pronounce it? No.
Yeah, parapet is the
Parapet.
correct pronunciation. Whether or not these are actually parapets, it could be. I think it's right. I said there's a particular word. I just saw a video like a month ago about constructing a medieval castle. I just don't remember
Regardless, Kithri's
what it was.
following after Tusk.
All right, and Crick. So they go running back down the stairs. What would you like to do?
I'll cast prestidigitation on the stairs to clean it up. That's what it does, right?
You can. It would probably take you a couple rounds to do that because it's 1 foot square.
What?
But yep, you can.
Well, we're going back downstairs. I thought I could. Whatever.
All right. So Tusk, give me a percentile.
All right. Boop. 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 21.
All right, yeah, so you have no problem remembering which way to go. You know for sure he is not in the room immediately to the north. I'll go ahead and throw this on you here. Give me a moment. I'm going to take off line of sight and just mask the part you don't see. Enable mask. Reveal area. Yoink, there we go. All right, so here's the map. Play, click, 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 lock it. So you guys come down the stairs, come around the corner back to where Tusk and Kithri started. You with me so far?
Yep.
And then continue straight. This is where Krek came in. As you turn the corner and go north, you see the steps going down, and that's where Krek came up. And so you go up to the last door, and then you see there's a small circular stairway going up. And I presume you want to take those stairs?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll put us back on the other map. So at the base of the steps, we'll go ahead and start a new round. Are you trying to be quiet at all?
Tusk is not. I don't know about Kithri, but Tusk is very much just kind of barreling his way
All
over.
right, and what is your passive stealth?
Passive stealth will be 14, 10 plus 4.
Kithri and Krek, what is your passive stealth?
What is
Passive
passive stealth again? Sorry.
10 plus your stealth.
23.
So 12. Jeez.
So anybody who's lived in an apartment or an upstairs or downstairs, you would know that some people just naturally walk quieter and make less noise than other people. I have a pretty high natural stealth, especially compared to like my youngest daughter who weighs a third of what I do, makes more noise than I do walking around the house. Anyway, so that's why I use passive stealth in this type of situation. 14's not bad. Let me see what his passive perception is. Okay.
I think of Tusk as just kind of sure-footed. He's very athletic, and so he knows how to step properly, I guess.
And Tusk is going. Are you guys gonna let Tusk go up first?
Yeah.
I mean, Kithri, are you going to try and go before him, or are you going to let him go first? You could get in front of him.
I know. Kithri is like content to let him do all of his raw rage attack. She's better at like coming up behind after Tessa does all of this distraction and anger and blood splattering, and she just like finishes him off. And then yeah.
All right. So Tusk, you go first. And as you come to the top of the stairs, you get some spine action. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I have a height indicator. I just have to. I thought it was set for a certain. What? Boo, doesn't look like I turned it on. That's frustrating. I mainly got it for this campaign.
Oof.
And it looks like I forgot to. I've already used it in all my other campaigns. And you've seen it already, Nick.
Yep. That looks pretty cool.
It's weird. Okay, it's not there. Boo. Alright, I'll have to remember to leave a note to turn on the stupid height indicator. Anyway, so this thing is hovering about 10 feet above the battlement. So it is 15 feet above you as it shoots down these spines. And he misses. Alright, so go ahead. You can finish your turn. Oh, sorry, I moved to the next guy. I didn't mean to.
Oops. Yep. Tusk will move up to him and start making some attacks.
So you can't reach him.
Oh, I see. He's up there, 15 feet. Yeah, of course he is. You mentioned there was a ballista.
There is, correct.
Is it where is it on the map? Because I do not see one clearly indicated.
So it is in the, here we go.
Okay. Quick glance. Does it look to be loaded? Or not loaded? Because like I know he shot at us, but I don't know if he loaded it or not.
Yes, it is loaded.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to try and repay the favor. We'll see how this actually works. Tusk will actually run over to the ballista. Just put my move there to be at it, and try to turn it towards the creature. I don't know how much
So
if I
it
would
is
even be able
not
to fire.
made to. It's on a swivel and a little rolling, so it will roll from arrow slit to arrow slit. But it's not. It will not go up that high, so you would have to pick it up and turn it toward him. So let's start with this to see how well you do.
Okay,
Click,
I can
click.
lift a lot. So hopefully I will be able to accomplish this because I think this would be badass if I could.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so you're able to pick it up. You do not have any minuses, but you would not have proficiency in it. Other than that, it would be a straight dex shot. So it would be this
Okay.
dex. Actually, do you have any dex based
Weapons.
Weapons. You're 9. Your proficiency is 4 or 5.
It is 4, and my dex
4.
is 4, just like my strength.
Check.
Uh, so it would be equal to. It actually would be equal.
So I changed my mind. I went ahead and gave you the your proficiency in it.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
More for just surprise and everything else. So you pick up this thing, whirl it around, and it's also really close. So it's not like you have to, it's not like you're shooting 100 feet away at a target. You're just trying to swing this thing around. You realize it doesn't actually pick up. So, tilt as far so you grab the whole contraption, lift it up, find where the trigger is, and shoot it at this thing. 16.
Honestly, I just love this whole image. So even if I don't hit, like I still love this whole scene of just grabbing the ballista, like, and just this, big half orc carrying this big ass ballista, just like boom.
All right, and you
Just
rolled a 16. Its
uh-huh.
armor class is 15.
Nice.
So you just hit this thing, and it does 3d10, and then it will be plus your dex, so 3d10 plus 4.
All right, so I will roll that. That's 4, 3d10. Nice.
All right, and you rolled a 26 on your athletics check, so this thing has a kick like you wouldn't believe. As this thing just flings forward, it's meant to be mounted, not held. You're
Yeah.
awkwardly holding it anyway, so you sort of, it clangs back down on its little legs, the rolling legs that it has and stuff. As you put it down, as this thing goes shooting out. Oh, nice damage too.
Yeah.
As it slices into this thing.
Just returning the favor.
All right, and so
That's
I would
my
say that
turn.
takes pretty much everything. I would say in this particular case, you wouldn't get a bonus action.
Yep. I'm totally fine with that. I was expecting that. But no, that was pretty cool. I liked all that. That was yeah.
All right, correct. You make your way up the top of the stairs as you hear this twang from this big ballista. You've heard it before, but you never heard it from this close.
Where my
And you work your way up to the top. Do you see yourself now?
Yeah. It's a very
And this thing
small
is
room.
flying up. You look over and look out. You're about 35 feet above the ground. Plus, the battlements around you are 4.5 feet high. So it'll be about 40 feet if you wanted to jump from the top of this.
So the thing is flying, you said?
Yes, it is 15 feet above where you're standing, the floor where you're standing on.
Okay.
Wow, write this down on your calendars, folks. Craig actually beat Kithri at initiative
It's because I rolled a 1.
twice. Oh no, it doesn't automatically roll. So re-roll initiative.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Well, next
I
time,
didn't want to cause a disturbance.
next time, let me know. I don't think I
Okay.
have that that on. I thought I did, but
Okay.
maybe not.
Maybe it doesn't apply to the initiative rolls
I'll
or
shoot
something.
a chromatic orb at it, just a first level one.
Are you moving first?
Well, I didn't target myself.
So you do have yourself targeted. Actually, you don't anymore. So go ahead and do your damage, and you did hit it. What flavor? Lightning still?
Yeah.
Nice. So this sizzling ball goes flying past your head, Tusk, and your hair stands up on end as it goes by, and it slams into the spine devil. Are you doing anything else? Click next when you're done.
I mean, I guess I could try to move to the side.
And Ashley, I sent you a message in Discord, so when you get a chance, it's your turn now, but I just happened to think of it right this second.
Okay.
And what I'm thinking of, Tusk and Nick and Logan, I've been making group pictures for my different campaigns, especially the ones I
Huh?
stream for of the characters. So, Tusk, are you happy with that? With the picture that your portrait came from?
Yes.
Okay. And Craig, are you happy with the picture that your portrait came from?
Yeah, it works fine.
Okay. Cool. All right. So K3, let me throw you on the map. You work your way up.
Mhm.
So you've used 15 feet
Okay.
to get there. It's in this particular case, you would have a -2 from Tusk, just because of the angle. If you
Okay.
were to shoot from there, you could jump up onto the battlement if you want, and you have a clear shot.
That sounds like a bad idea. Falling backwards seems like something that happens sometimes, so,
All right.
okay.
So you got a clear shot. Again, it's up 15 feet from where you're standing.
Mm. Honestly, K3's normally attacking upwards, so the distance
Very nice.
required to do so doesn't really make a huge difference. Oof. Apparently it does. So she misses. And I guess that's her turn. I don't think I could really do anything else.
All right. So this thing drops out of sight.
Mm.
So normal speed, you're 40 feet up. He's gonna come down and over 20, 20. Come on.
Give me a quick sec. I'll be right back.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So he's going 30 down and across, and then he can double move to get into 10, 20, 40. Okay, he's gone. All right, so that brings us Kithri.
Oh boy. I was about to.
Just did a swan dive. It just basically just dove straight down over the edge, went down.
Got scared. Run away. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I should not yawn as I'm trying to talk. I think that Kithirua looked at Tusk. She doesn't particularly feel like chasing it, though it is a little concerning that it might come back and attack us again. But she's 15 feet is a lot of feet, okay? Especially for Kithri. She doesn't really feel like climbing up there to have a chance of seeing where it might have gone.
Well,
So
there's an arrow slit there, and it's only 4.5 feet to get to the edge. Climb up onto the battlement. It was flying 15 feet up.
I see. Okay.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Did I miss something?
It dived. It basically turned, and did a swan dive down, off, down
Okay.
below.
Okay. Makes sense.
All right, so what are you doing, Kithri?
Probably she's putting her mage bane away and like waiting for Tess to like well nah, she'll wait for Tusk until he's ready to move on because there's more exploring we have to do. We're supposed to find this magical artifact thing that can save all of Nashkel or whatever.
All right, so Tusk, it is your turn as the ballista settles back down in its cradle. This thing takes off and drops down. You can yeet Kithri after it if you want.
I could, basketball specialist, but no. No,
I would like to make an opposing check.
No, I won't. Tusk will kind of like shove the ballista off to the side and real quick run to the arrow slit just to check to see how far. Like, is it flying off? Is it just farther down?
All right, so you are able to check, and you get there, and you get there just in time to see him as it flew down, and I'll show you a little bit more of what I'm talking. Like as I said, as you peer over the edge, you're about 45 feet up. 40 feet up, and it dropped, flew diagonally down, and swoops. You see it just as it swoops into where the portcullis was, where the bridge is, and it's about 40 feet to the south of where you are, and then down 40 feet as well.
All right, so it went through where we came in.
Correct.
All right, I'll turn to Lear's like, it went through the front gate. We'll probably see it soon. Again, let's head back down.
So Tusk and Kithri especially, correct if you've done any kind of studying for any kind of protection.
She's done studying. It's either studying Draconic or literally just to. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
But you figure out that they keep watch up here on the on the two towers. The other tower is much bigger, obviously, but that's what they. Beyond that, it looks like the top two floors aren't used at all.
Hmm.
So where would you like to end up? Did you want to finish the second floor or to go back down to the bottom floor? The main floor you came in.
Looking at it, or thinking on it, just because I think those things are that one and possibly that other one we were fighting are down on the bottom floor. I think we should go back down there and try and clear that out and possibly deal with those people first. So that's where I'm gonna head. I might be able to handle it on my own if you guys want to check the second floor first, but always appreciate the backup. Get 3, correct?
All right, so Craig, what do you want to do? You want to go down to the second floor and let Tusk wander off by himself, or are you going to go with Tusk?
I'll go with Tusk, I guess.
He's just here to stab things as they're dying via Tusk, so they continue dying and complete dying.
Mhm.
All right, so it's 1100.
All right,
2200.
Tusk, well, leading the other two.
Boom.
We'll go down the first set of stairs that they come across, which I
XP.
think were the stairs that that Krek had come up
725.
to get down to the bottom floor.
So I'm going to give them 725 experience each for those two things. Bing. Bing. Bing.
Okay, Tusk, as they're making their way, and they like say they'll follow him. He's like, I do appreciate the backup. I really do. I'll just kind of comment on that and then keep going.
So they still haven't found this guy. He's still lurking,
Yeah.
watching. All right, so let me pull up the bottom level map. I gave you guys some experience for the two spine devils that you killed. Yeah, so in theory, while waiting for this map to pull up, the maps, so if I, like all the lava that's surrounding the keep that I added, in theory it's one image that's just duplicated a bunch of times. And so when it shares that map or when it builds that map, it's actually only replicating the one image. And it's supposed to take up a lot less space on in your RAM and stuff like that. But I think I'm doing something wrong because it doesn't always work out that way. And it's clear that some maps take a lot longer to load than others do. But anyway, moving on. My map is finally populated. Darkness disappears. Boink, boink, boink. All right, and who has the red Tusk? All right, so Tusk, when you get on the map, if you would delete your mark.
A mark somewhere.
Don't argue with me. Tusk,
So
Crick, and K3.
it's a possibility that if it wasn't
Right, so all
me,
three of you.
which
Oh, let me share the map.
that it could have been Callus from the other night. I know he was drawing stuff, but if it was me, I will try to delete it as soon as the map pulls up.
All right, so it's been shared. Just a matter of waiting for it to pull up. Like I said, it takes a moment.
Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Loading.
Oh, there we go. I figured out how to do it. It
Oh,
wasn't an
sweet.
actual pointer. It was a drawing. So
Oh yeah, that would have been Callus from the other week when he was trying to figure out how to do a pointer and instead did that.
dag nabbit. Damn it, Jim. Wait. Delete all tokens. Task. K3. Crack.
So many different maps.
Yay, it worked. Okay, yay, it finally worked. All right, can anybody see?
I can.
No, but I'm gonna try closing the map and then clicking on my token to pull up whatever map my token's on, and hopefully that will work.
Ashley, can
And
you
now
see?
loading.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, just give me a quick second because my computer is now loading again.
And actually, you're gonna we wouldn't be in this room, so let me move you to the other room.
There we go. Doo-doo.
Shift. Shift. Shift.
And now I can see.
All right, so you would be up in this room.
Wait,
This is
wasn't this the staircase I went up
yep, this is the
originally?
fastest way down.
Yep. So yeah, correct. That would be the same staircase you came up because it was the closest to the tower that we were last in.
All right, so let me unlock the tokens. Turn off initiative.
Totally prepared for that spine devil and or that book loincloth look guy to ambush us sometime soon. But let's keep going. And Tusk will start making his way into the other room.
When you kill it, you might be able to take his attire. That way, if you're ever tasked to do another bachelor party.
No. I will probably not do that. Going to hard avoid that. Ask more questions next time when you're asked if you can dance. I think I remember there's a door up here to the north. Yep.
By the way, do you guys see the token for this, the dice, the die token for Stream Eyes?
No, I do not.
Not currently.
Oh, cool. All right. good. That way it's not distracting.
Tusk will move up towards the door and try to open it.
All right, it is unlocked. Kraken, K3, you following?
It's just the bottom of the tower.
So you see that this room has a lot of soot and ash. I'm not sure what the difference is, honestly, but it also smells quite heavily from all the different aeroslits, the magma and lava that's around. It
I
doesn't look
think
like it's been
soot
used.
is more like sticky and like black stuck, while ash is kind of more closer to dust. I think is the difference. That's just sorry. That's just what I think of the difference as the top off the top of my head. Could be wrong. Could have that backwards. I don't know.
So this room looks mostly unused.
Right? Yeah. Give a quick look and then turn around and start making my way back.
Are you ever getting me right now?
Whoa! What just happened?
I killed him. That's funny.
Is
Come on.
it just me, or did anyone else's map go black? Oh,
Just you.
okay. I can see my token, but not the map. Oh, there we go. I just had to click on my token. That was weird.
All right.
Yeah. Start moving towards this far side of the room over here, because I remember there was some more doorways this way from my brief check of it. Winston.
All right. So you see down this hall.
Traps.
You see some light from the bottom as it turns to the east. You see some light coming down there. It's sort of ambient lighting down that hallway. You're in so you were in an open courtyard. As you step through this little hallway, let me pull the map out a little bit. So where you're in right now is covered.
All right.
So the 5 feet, the 10 feet behind you where Crick is, and then 10 feet behind him, that's where it's covered. The rest of it's open. So you got light shining in from there, from the sky. It's you can still see it's dim light, but you can tell there's more light coming from. As this whole thing turns to the east, there's light coming from that direction.
All right. So, okay. So from the hallway, not the door, is what I'm getting.
Because it's an open airway over here. Correct.
Okay.
The doors are doors.
Yeah. With Kithri thinking about possibly approaching the door as it's a door we've approached, Tusk kind of looks down the hallway. He's like, light usually means people, and starts walking that way.
Okay. That's fine. Do I notice any traps on the door, or
Not from 10 feet away. Go ahead.
And she'll shrug and follow after Tusk.
Okay.
We'll come back. It's fine.
Eyes the door. I'll be back. Walks away. Oop. No, that might have been a little far.
All right. So it's a hallway.
Just waiting for people to follow.
So you
If
see,
three,
once again, it starts getting warmer. And you see that it leads to this stone bridge that crosses to another entryway ahead of you.
So that was the light. Probably from the lava. K3, do you want to go check that last door before we crossed into what I'm pretty sure is the tower? Or are you fine with waiting on that?
We can do it later. There's no need to rush.
So let me
Okay.
double check something real quick before I say something that's a mistake. But give me just a second. Okay, so you saw from the other towers that there's another building, and there's one there's one tower coming from the building. So it, like this one, has a bit larger base with a second floor and then one peak that goes up to as a third floor tower.
All right. Well, as we're taking this a little slow, and I'm assuming, and Winston, and I think that this is the final tower. They're probably in there if they haven't been in here.
They're not in there.
Let's go check that other room real quick, as it's not too far, and then we'll come back and continue into the last building.
What a conundrum they will have. I love it. All right, so you guys heading back?
Yep.
So go ahead and move to the Tusk. Before you move back that way, come out and just step onto the bridge, just so you can get an idea.
Right. Yeah.
Of what you're looking at there. So there's a little bit of a landmass, a little tiny bit of lava underneath. There's those weird red things to the south are rocks within the lava.
All right. And it looks like a tower probably as big a base, or probably bigger than the courtyard, from what I can tell.
So that just gives you an idea of, because you would have seen most of this anyway from the top. So now you have an idea of what you're looking at.
All right.
Okay.
Move back to the door. To let K3 open it.
All right. Any other questions on what you're seeing, what you're looking at?
Nope, not just yet.
Logan or Ashley?
no.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So K3, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
I mean,
As we're waiting
investigation.
as we're waiting for K3 to do it, it's like Huskell like kind of briefly mentions, like, yeah, pretty sure that back tower is the whole thing why we're here. Whatever magic stuff is here is probably in there, or part of that last building would be my guess. But also, I don't understand all this
Oh, that's right. I haven't
magic
opened
hoodoo.
one.
For all I know, this entire area and like the lava is magic. I don't know. Greg, can magic people summon lava and a whole structure all at once?
Not that I know of.
He is correct.
Okay.
All right. So, Kithri, you do not see anything on the door?
Oh boy. Well, he will open it then. Doing.
And there's another door.
Wow. Are there any traps that I can see?
Are you talking about in the room?
Mm-hmm. And on the door. I will step into the room after I believe there are no traps.
All right. Give me another check. So, as you are used to these doors, you don't think there's any traps that you can see. But as you start to open the door, it feels slightly different, so you stop and you check again as you're opening it, and you see that there is a stick from the very top, from about halfway up, about a foot above your head. There's a small stick on protruding to the south that's attached to the other side of the door. So it looks sort of like the big cross beams they have, but it's tiny. It's about maybe a quarter of an inch, almost like the size of a straw, going off to the right, to the south.
So it would be better if we didn't break that. Could I use Mage Hand to disarm it?
Give me a sleight of hand or thieves' tools. Yeah, it would
They
be
have the
thieves'
same
tools.
plus.
It would be thieves' tools.
Hoot.
All right, and so what you do is you take one of the tools in there and you, like a bar, you reach in and you push up, pivot the stick up, and so as you open the door, you see there's a small shelf with a pottery vase sitting there. Had you simply opened the door, the little stick would have knocked the vase over and the vase would have smashed on the ground, making a lot of noise.
Okay. Well, it's better that there's less things aware of where we're creeping about.
But it's a very effective and very easy to do trap.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and because it's very fast. It's not, some of these more elaborate traps take time to prepare. This, all you have to do is shut the door and push the little thing down and keep going.
Okay, well, I don't want to be the first one in the room. So I'll go ahead and move up and gesture for Tess, like, there you go. I opened it.
And Tusk will walk through. Um, scanning the room and seeing what's there. And there appears to be something.
All right, and
There appears to be
so
something.
you see there is a trap door.
Mm.
Tusk will start making his way over to the trapdoor. And then like stop like right as he like gets in, like, wait a minute. Trap is even in the name of this thing. Kithri, do you want to look at this as well? Or am I fine to just open it?
She'll look at it.
Okay.
All right, so give me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
So, real quick, there are a couple different videos, and if you're curious, I can find the name and tell you exactly what they are, where it talks about using the rule in the player's handbook. It might even be mentioned in the DMG, but I think it's only in the player's handbook, where it talks about using different stats for skill checks. And so, for example, one of the easiest ones to explain would be a strength stealth check or a constitution stealth check. So that's where you're
Like the
positioning yourself up in the air with your hands planted on either side of the wall, holding yourself above as you're waiting for whoever to walk below to drop down on them. That's a stealth check, but it's based on your constitution or your strength, being able to hold it and keep that position without moving, without making sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then what they do in this video, it's a very long video, is they pretty much go through every single one, saying all these different things that you can switch and how you would switch out these different stats for your skill checks. I say all that to say, if you ever think of something along those lines, and you can make a good point for it, I will almost always allow you to do that. So, you could do so like for me, medicine checks. It could be wisdom, but also it could be intelligence. So one is, does it make sense that the heart goes here and the blood vessels go this way? That's wisdom, as compared to, well, I've studied this thing for, read 7 books on it, so it's an intelligence check for medicine. Correct. If he goes into the library, it could be a constitution check for his history check because he could be falling asleep. So how well is he able to stay awake while he's studying to try to find out this information? So anyway, if you ever want to do that, let me know.
Actually, I would be very interested in watching that video you mentioned, if
Okay.
you have the time to find that.
All right. So anyway, getting back to what we were doing, it does not apply in this case, and that's why I will also sometimes be saying weird things, weird combinations of skills. In this case, it is a straight investigation check. All right, and you see something. This is like the second or third time where you being an arcane trickster has really come in handy.
So, what does a glyph of warding? Maybe I should have messaged you that. What does it do?
All right, so that is an Arcana check.
I don't know either. Just let me know if you want me to just
Nice.
roll it in the chat.
Okay, so with a 19, you are able to you take out a little bit of flour and sort of blow, scatter it, revealing it a little bit better so you can see it a little easier. And you're studying the different runes that are there. And it looks like as you're studying it, you can tell it's been stepped on, it's been used. So with that and your logic, you have a pretty good idea that if a non-fiend steps on it, because you see the symbol for fiend, then it will go off. You're not sure what it does, but you do know that glyphs of warding can do things like do a simple explosion. They might do teleportation. They might do like a stinking cloud or cloud kill or some sort of spell. It's typically some spell that's been incorporated into the glyph, and then it has some sort of trigger. And it looks like this trigger is if it's stepped on by something that's not a fiend.
Is there any way I know of that could? Oh, I have dispel magic. Never mind.
That was yeah.
Do I have anything to dispel the magic? Maybe dispel magic. So I will
So let
pull
me
out
check
my.
something real quick. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm impressed. It is almost exactly word for word what I just said. Okay, I was just checking the spell level. All right, so how are you doing dispel magic?
Through Mage Bane because I don't have any third level spells yet as an arcane trickster.
Tusk letting her doing her magic stuff will take a step back towards Kraken.
So do you say anything to the rest of to them?
Actually, yeah. Are you saying anything? If not, Tusk will just be kind of
She'll
standing here
kind
over
of
your
like
shoulder.
explain to them that unless you're a fiend, the rune will go off, and she's going to. She tells. Maybe I should just like talk as Kip3. I don't know. Maybe that would be a good idea. It's almost like that's the whole point.
So,
Ah,
you're saying this will explode if I step on it?
was I not holding my push to talk? Dang it.
No, you were not.
Dang it.
You were saying maybe I should talk as Kithri, and then it cut out.
Oh, jeez. It's a button on my mouse. It's easy for me to not be pressing it. Okay, so it appears that this glyph will go off if you step on it and you're not a fiend. Give me a moment. I'm going to try to get rid of it.
Tusk, you don't see anything.
Don't step on it.
I do not see anything on that sense, but I trust you know your magic stuff, and rogue stuff. So I will give you your space for your magic stuff. Prek, just curious. Do you see what she's talking about? Because I have no idea what she's talking about.
Give me an Arcana check and an investigation check.
Prek or me?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rolling really good. I rolled a 1 and a 2 and a 3 already.
Hey, I mean, you just gotta 4, 5, 6. Just gotta
So you
slowly
do
work your way
see,
up.
you're able to move your head a certain way, and you see just the barest, faintest outline of what you recognize as a glyph of warding. All right, so you're casting your dispel magic. So now that I reveal this beautiful glyph, you cast it. Does it have charges, or I don't remember how I set up
Yeah,
Mage Bane.
Mage Bane has 3 charges, and it recharges a certain amount per dawn. I can look. Give me a moment, and I can.
Is that all it does? Is dispel magic? So you can do dispel magic 3 times a day.
And counter spell, and it regains 1 expended charge daily at dawn.
1 a day. Okay, cool. All right, so
You can have up to 3 though.
I don't
I think
have
I have
that.
all 3.
I don't have that coded to do that. There is no coding right now. They're still arguing about whether or not that's even possible. So if you ever do use more than one, if you happen to remember,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you apply the whatever is left over.
Yeah. So the potions and items, you have a Mage Bane in there, and it has 3
Yeah.
little bubbles next to it, and so I just tick them off whenever. I don't think I've ever used
Oh,
more
look.
than 2.
See my trapdoor?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that actually the only time that did happen, you were using it for counterspell and then dispel.
Uh,
Mm. Yeah.
all right, so and it's working okay? Okay. All right, sorry about that. So the glyph fizzles and goes away.
Okay. Now we can go down the trapdoor.
Oh, maybe. There it is.
Maybe.
There it is.
Don't
Okay.
make me nervous.
Now the
Then.
glyph is gone. Well, it just took me a minute to find the right thing. All right, so who's opening the door?
Guthrie, do you want me to open it?
Guthrie can open it with Mage Hand. Wow.
Is that 5 or 10 pounds? I forget.
I believe it's 5. Let me double check though.
Because if it's 5, you cannot open the door.
Ah.
This is a very big, you can see it's almost a 10 by 10 door. Big boys go down this thing.
Oh,
I
it's 10.
believe where the. Oh, it's 10.
All right, so if it's 10, then yes, you're able to
Wee.
lift it.
Nice. Oop, oop.
Ta-da!
All right.
I like Unity.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just make a layer with the closed trapdoor, and then with the open trapdoor, and put the closed trapdoor on a second layer, and then just hide the closed trapdoor, and it's now open.
Nice.
So it's cool. Anyway, so yep, you have an open trapdoor, and you have a
Yep.
building to the east. What would you like to do?
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the building to the east is like the last bit of stuff for here, but then our enemies have probably gone down the trap door.
Hmm.
So I'm inclined to go down the trap door, if that's all right with you guys. Though, if you have another idea or another argument, I'm willing to listen.
Nah, I'd rather go down the trapdoor.
I'm fine with going down.
All right, then I'll head in first. You know, I wonder if this place is ever actually like. Tusk starts heading down. It's like now, kind of just thinking aloud. It's like, I wonder if all these devils are connected to those other devils we bounty hunted for a while back. As he goes down the trapdoor.
Hmm.
Oop.
All right, so I give you guys some experience for the successfully navigating through the traps.
With our trusty rogue.
She is generally kind of good at these things.
Yeah, you had a series of really good rolls right in a row, so
Yeah.
you made
That
it easy.
helped.
Made it really easy.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to check the DCs. This one was a DC 18 investigation check to find the glyph of warding. That was the hardest one, and you still crushed it.
Nice. I can just imagine us like accidentally stepping on it. It's not even like seeing that, just explosion. The end.
Well,
No.
it was actually a cloud kill, so it was a lot worse.
Ah. So we like die from mustard gas.
Ground level, keep below. Okay, upper level. All right, hold on a second. I have your map. I have my map. I don't have yours. Hold on.
Happy.
So I didn't think their chat, I didn't expect them to go down. I thought they would go east. But that's okay. We're good to go. We've got this. This is Burning Keep. Lower level. Player. Boink. There we go. Mask. Throw the mask on. Enable the mask. Turn a freaking grid down because the grid is crazy. Okay. Now we move it to line up, at least with this room. Okay. All right, so it's Tusk, Kithrin, Krek. Is that the order?
Yes, as far as I'm aware.
That works.
Jen's just meanwhile composing a ballad of our epic fight earlier.
Hmm.
Callus is probably like listening and cleaning his bow, arrows, whatever.
Keeping watch over the mounts.
Yeah. I know we don't really concern ourselves too much when a person is unable to make a session, but I like coming up with like reasons why they aren't there at the moment.
All right, so you drop down. Let me share the map. I try not to share a giant map. Boink, boink, boink. Can everybody see?
Yep.
I can.
Very small space.
Yep, you're in this very small room. Drop down to a small room, and you see that there are doors going east and west. I don't know what that little blobby thing is to the south, but it's nothing.
It's just a rock.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
That's what you want us to think.
Try insight check on the DM. Mass. Real area.
Um. Tusk is gonna real quick as he's kind of like stepping forward, see if he can see which doorway is more heavily trafficked or used.
Oh, they did that really? You dorks.
Possibly if there's like, any more recent traffic or trail tracks. That's the word I'm looking for.
All right, give me a survival check in the tower.
All right. Kind of does his like
Fuck.
little kneel down, look at the ground, glance at some of the walls as he just is looking around, sees he sees anything. Go all hunter mode. No.
So both doors are dirty. So if you're have people who have dirty hands and push open doors a lot and they're not cleaned, you see the edges of those doors get dirty from where people grab it, also to open them and close them behind them and stuff like that. So you see that's happening on both of them. If you had to guess, the floor itself is not necessarily clean, but there's very little dust, so it's very hard to tell any kind of tracks in it. There are no clear tracks at all in the floor, no real scrapings or anything like that. If you had to make a guess, you would gamble that the west side might be a little bit dirtier, but you're not really sure. It's not blatantly apparent.
Okay. It's not really obvious with how
And chat, they're still
dirty
hurt,
they keep their
and they still haven't taken
this
time to
space,
rest.
but my guess is west, that way to the left of the screen.
Oh, did you guys see the 2 times when I put XP in the chat?
I saw it for my character individually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it didn't show up on chat at all. So, and it used to before, so that's changed. All right, cool. So you saw that I gave you guys experience twice tonight. All right.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, what did you say about the west door?
Yeah, Tusk is like, I'm not really sure, but like with the state of the room, but my guess is west. And we'll start heading that way to the door. And then stop at the door. He's like, wait, Kithri, do you want to keep doing your thing with the door, or you want me to just like start barreling ahead?
She kind of like sighs. It's pretty obvious that she thinks that all of this door opening is a pain in the butt. She'll wave her hand at him. She'll like, no, I'll check it out.
All right, I'll step back for you then. Yes, that door.
Is that another investigation check?
It is.
I'm gonna start rolling bad at some point. I'm just waiting for it.
We shall see.
And there's just Crack sitting back, half dead.
I took it off here. Right there. Sorry.
It's only mostly dead, which is better than all dead. All dead, there's only one thing you can do. What's that?
All right, so you did not
There's
see anything.
pockets and
That was
for these
Tusk.
chains.
Where's yours? There it is. Okay. Nope, you don't see anything on the door.
I think. Oh no, this is the wrong map. Okay. Then I will let Tusk open it and do his burrowing ahead.
There is not a looking at the doors. There's not a open or closed thing on it. Sven, so I
Correct, 'cause I have
open the
not
door.
finished this map yet. I thought you guys were going to go east. That's why it's black and white, too.
Fair enough. But I will open the door and move into the next room.
We're doing a
Different kind of map.
Old style.
classic version.
Yeah.
Vintage. Vintage, that's the word I'm looking
Vintage.
for.
You know, makes sense. And actually, that kind of informs me of possibly what might be down, or like oh no, maybe final boss. But, well, who knows? I may or may not. We shall see.
All right, so it opens up into a small room. And you see there's 2 doors. Oh, hold on a second. Son of a mother. Hold on a second, guys. I thought this was weird. I'm gonna kill you for a second.
Oh,
Hi. It's late. So
Wait.
the 57 divided by 2 is 26-ish, 26 and a half.
I was like the grid weird or something.
Boom. There we go.
I
So
see.
now let's get it
Makes sense.
lined up. Oof, there we go.
Wow.
Wow.
This thing is the whole thing is jacked. Let's try 27. Can't see what's happening here. There we go. Needs to be a little bit bigger. 28.5. Okay. I got it. All right, so you should be able to see yourselves. I'm not using line of sight anyway, so you should be okay.
All right. Yep. See myself.
All right, so K3. Anyway, so yeah, so there are 2 doors, a door to the north and a door to the west. And it looks like that there are different, there's some piles of furs scattered throughout the room, especially along the walls. They're just mounds of these different furs. Probably about 6 every 5 or so feet. There's this mound of furs and stuff. You see different dried substances on the floor. Don't think it's blood, but some of them are sticky as you walk around.
You
Tuss will kind of move to the center of the room and then kind of motion to Kith 3 kind of towards the west door, indicating like he's kind of thinking of that way, and kind of just keeping an eye.
Waiting for her to do her stuff.
Yeah.
Another investigation check from me, Sven.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Sorry, chat. There we go. We'll open this up a little bit. All right, you do not see anything.
It always feels the best. She kind of looks at Tusk and shrugs.
All right, the door does not open.
Okay. Then Kithry will try to unlock it.
All right, give me these tools. And it takes you a few moments, but you hear a click, and you're pretty sure it's open.
And she gestures to Tusk like, yeah, now you can try to open it.
Tuss tries again to open it.
All right, let's unmask.
It's funny to me that the lowest check I can get with these tools and stealth is 15. For now. Eventually it will be 23 because of
Reliable talent.
reliable talent, yeah.
You get that even as a arcane trickster? I thought only thieves got that.
Pretty sure reliable talent is just a rogue thing.
I can look at
It doesn't matter. I was just curious if you knew off the top of your head. All right, so you open this up. You see there is a room that is sparsely furnished. It's a desk and a chair along the west wall. There's bookcases along the south. There's a bed along the northwest corner.
This is the room with the one guy we've seen with a book, or there might be a mage around. I wonder if it's that necromancer we saw, or we encountered a while ago. It'd be real nice if it was, but meaning to have a nice chat with him.
Kid 3. You kind of see Kid 3 looping the mage band around her hand. Yep. Nice friendly chats.
Okay, Kithri, he captured you like 3 months ago. You're still holding on to that?
Yes.
All right. Kithri, you want to try the other door as well, or you want me to just open it? Try. Oh, never mind.
It's fine.
Greg, if you'd like, you can come back here later and you can loot through all the bookcase stuff.
I will give you another investigation check if that's all right, Mr. Sven.
Okay, go ahead. Pick up Bloodline and Refuge of Souls. Okay, there it is. All right, you don't see anything. This door looks considerably more used than the other door. You're able to notice that much, at least.
Is it locked?
It is not. Actually, I just had a quick thought. I highly doubt this is the case, but I just thought of something. Tuss is going to like real quick go back into this room where the books were and briefly look to see if he sees the evil book that went missing a while ago now. He highly doubts it's in here, but it's like, is it here? That very evil book that got stolen and handed over to Russeritz.
All right, so you don't see the book. Give me a perception check.
All right. I'm assuming tower.
All right, so you see that there are reams of documents stacked and rolled and all throughout the bookcase, as well as books and things. And let me just verify for sure. I don't think. Where is the its abilities? No, you cannot read them. They're in a language you don't understand.
Uh,
So you're
Never
just
mind then.
skimming through the whole thing, the writing on the spines of the books, and from what the desk papers and things, so you can just glancing at them briefly. You're not doing a thorough search, but it's clear the book wouldn't be here, isn't here, and or at least in plain view, and the writing on them is not common, or Orcish or Dwarven.
All right. Yeah, that's like quick paranoid thought. And don't recognize the language. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Uh, done with that thought. Shall we continue? Yeah, no, book wasn't in there. Also couldn't read the languages, but it's me. So I go to open the door. You said it was unlocked. Get 3.
Yep.
Okay.
At least I think so.
Boop.
All right, so in here you see there's looks like a storage room. There have been several spills on the floor and things. You see there are several large jars on the shelves in there, and what looks like a chest toward the back.
Get 3. You want to take a look at the chest and the jars?
Mm. Yes, you can.
It smells a little bit like brine in here.
Interesting. It's a bit strange considering we are sitting in a lava infest. I don't know what I'm saying. Lots of hot. Why does it smell like seawater?
All right, so you going in, and what are you doing?
Yeah, looking for traps before I try to open the chest.
You don't see any traps.
Okay.
The chest is locked.
I will try to unlock it.
Okay, give me the roll. Thieves' tools. And then I need either Arcana or Religion, please.
Arcana is definitely the safer choice here.
All right, so you see inside, once you are able to unlock it, and as you open the chest, you see that there are 4 smaller boxes in there, very ornate. And as you open up the first one, it's empty. There are slots in it. The second one has 2 what look like coins in it. And each of these boxes are identical. They're padded inside with silk, and there are spaces for 4 things. And as you open up the second one, you realize they're large coin type discs, about 2 inches across. You open up the other 2, and there's one of them has 4, the other one's empty. So there's a total of 6 of these discs. And as you look at them, you realize these are what's called soul coins. As you touch them and hold them, if you were to hold them for a while, a few seconds, a couple rounds, you actually can feel and the soul that's trapped within the coin. You know that with that roll that you made, you know that these are used as currency in the infernal plane, and the plane of the abyss, and hell. And each one is an actual soul that's been trapped in this coin. Normally they're evil. There are some that are just foolish, make different pacts and things with people or traps or certain things like that. But most of the time it is an evil person who's trapped within the coin.
Kind of gross. Honestly, Kitsu's probably are the boxes small enough to fit in within her bag of holding. That's it. That's just immediately what I saw. There are 4 boxes. Okay, I will store them away, and then we can look at them later.
So 2 of them are empty. But yes, they're about the size of a cigar box. Actually, might be before your time. Like
I know what a cigar box is.
Magic the Gathering set box. So about 3 inches by 2 inches. 3 inches high by about 4 inches across, and about 4 inches wide.
I actually have one right here.
There you go. But not quite, but not as wide. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it opens, and then it fits 4 of these coins separate from each other. And yes, they can fit in your bag of holding.
Yay.
You mentioned there was also jars that were above on a shelf or something.
That is correct. Yep. Opening them up and looking at them.
Yep. Tusk will step forward after Kithri's as Kithri's putting away the little boxes, and pick up a jar and open it up, sniff it, and look inside.
All right, so the first one you pick up is pickled blood.
Does I say that on the jar, or is it as I open it, it's
No, as you open it and sniff it, you see it's a viscous fluid that smells like brine and pickling, and it's it's blood.
I didn't realize you could actually pickle blood. Yeah, it smells disgusting in here already. And Tusk will just kind of throw it at the corner of the room, open, and then pick up the other jar.
All right, so Kithri, you're now covered in pickled blood.
I try to throw in the opposite corner from where we both are, but yeah.
Please
Okay.
don't joke like that. It's gross.
I try to be nice. You probably still get splashed with a little bit, but
Ew.
Yeah, so as you're looking at these coins and things, all of a sudden the whole room just reeks of pickles and blood.
You hear this very dramatic sigh as Kither kind of just stalks out of the room because ew.
Sure, Greg can help clean you up. Tusk will pick up the other jar and like do the same thing.
All right, and you see there's a couple other jars of that. And then there are 2 containers that are pottery, and they have larvae in them.
Mmm, yummy.
Okay, that's
Well,
just all gross. And the blood to me seems a little unethical. And I don't like weird magic
The
people keeping
barbarian
blood.
complaining something is unethical.
Hey. I may be a barbarian, but I've been doing good so far. I've been doing good things. But blood magic, that to me upsets the natural order of things.
So looking at the room compared to the stuff you found, they're probably eating this stuff, and this is like a break room
Yeah,
for
I
these
was gonna
flying
say
devils.
that it's probably they eat it. I don't think they use that for magic.
And it could be
Good point.
voluntary. They might have a room upstairs where you come in, you donate, and they give you a cookie and a glass of juice before you leave.
Yeah, sure.
Could
A
be.
little EBT card that you can spend.
Make a good point, Greg. Devils are weird. Okay.
All right. So
Yeah, I'll follow you.
So you guys head back to where you came in.
Yep. As I shift my map over. Move.
And we will pick up next week.
All right. Eat.
All right. So thank you for playing with me, folks. I'm going to close up the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. Dan Dazzle.
People who
Appreciate
were
you.
watching. Thanks for watching if you were.